Y'all know when I found out I was getting a divorce and my divorce was going to be final? On our trip to Turks and Caicos. Didn't say that. That's when I found out at the bar. I got an email. It's not that serious. Me and your relationship status has changed. The way I see you have changed.
I'll be very clear. I've been single for the last 6 months. That relationship is done.
Tamar Braxton is accusing her ex-husband, JR, for stealing $1,000 from her. Is Tamar Braxton as insane as JR makes her out to be? Or is JR just looking for another way to humiliate black women? Well, let's talk about it, baby. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, baby. It's your girl, Taylor Patrice, and welcome to another episode of Let's Talk About It, baby. Let's talk about it. A place where we talk about the foolery that goes on the WWW. That's right, the World Wide Web. And today, we have a lot to unpack here. Now, as you guys can tell by the title of this video, we are going to be talking about my girl, Tamar. And is it just me, or have I been out of the loop? Like, did y'all know that Tamar ended up marrying that man, JR? Did y'all know that? Because I did not know that. Like, after the whole Tamar and Tommy situation, to be quite honest, I just thought maybe we put that shit to rest. I did a video on that maybe like 7 months ago. And at that time, they were engaged. But see, what I didn't know was that she went back to the man. And what I didn't know is that she married that man. And what I didn't know was she divorced that man. Like, girl. And who else is really sad because they were rooting for her? And we're still rooting for you, Tay. Like, you're a Tay, I'm a Tay, we a Tay. You are too old. And I don't even want to say that. Let me take that back. Because, like I said in my last video, for age has nothing to do with anything. If you haven't been through it, then, you know, it's kind of one of those things. It's like, how would you know? And I don't know what's going on necessarily with Tamar's mental health and why she felt like she needed to go back with him, be with him, try to work things out after he literally humiliated her. And it's like, as much as he tried to make it seem like he didn't or whatever, you went to your fiance at the time's okay? Like, you went to the very person that you knew that your fiance didn't like, didn't fuck with, didn't mess with, and ate her ass. And even if you didn't, just you being at a game with her would have let me know everything I needed to know. Would have let me know everything I needed to know, because you're literally not shit. That means I can't confide in you about anything. See, when you're somebody's lover and friend, tell me again, okay? When you are truly somebody's lover and friend, one thing that you're not gonna do is go behind their back, talk shit with their eye. And that's just on period. Like, so for you to do that shit, I can't even believe that she took you back. I cannot believe it. Like, you are literally the fucking issue, and we're going to get into that because clearly you don't think that you're the fucking issue, and this has nothing to do with, like, my bias for Tay, but for you to be so educated, you sound dumb as fuck, and we're going to break it down here. But before we get into the video, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe, not just because you love the vibe, but because, girl, I'm pretty. But no, for real though, because your girl came on here with her bare face on because I'm not doing it, okay? It's that time of the month and I don't feel like getting cute, pretty, and all dolled up for y'all. And why do that when the face card never declined? I don't even got on a gloss. But what I do have on is Vaseline, the Rosy Lips edition. Let me tell you, because my lips be going through it in the fall. They don't be chapped, but they be turning black. And I know what you're thinking. Do you smoke? No, girl, I do not smoke. I don't smoke nothing, okay? Occasionally you might see me with a little hookah, but other than that, like, I do not smoke. So why my lips be trying to turn black? But they do. And ever since I've been using this Rosy Lips Vaseline, they don't. And so, Vaseline, if you're watching this, sponsor your girl. But enough of the shameless promo. let's get into this video. So if you don't know about Tamar and JR's relationship, they met on a reality TV show, and that's when they ended up getting engaged, and they were kind of like, in a rocky space, on and off and on. But what was the icing on the cake was the whole Tommy situation. JR was spotted, in my opinion, intentionally. He wanted everybody to know that he was with Tommy. They went to a game publicly. Allegedly, after the game, they went back and they did the do, and Tommy spilled the beans on everything that happened. Take a look at this.
All I said was he had a nice suit. And from there, he was thirsty. He wanted to fly me out. What's wrong with me going to a game? What is wrong with the situation is that is your man, as you call it. That is your man. He knew it was a situation with me and you. And he was down. He was down to play op games. I wouldn't take nothing like that serious, my love. That ate my ass, and I sent him on his way. It wasn't the, middle class house that he lives in Atlanta. It wasn't the Bentleys, because I drive a Rolls Royce, that got me. It wasn't, the slick part thing he got going on. It wasn't none of that. It was when he paid for the Waldorf in points. I knew that I could no longer play this game. So it was a one-night thing. He never got no. One thing, JR, you never want to play with me. You don't want me to expose how you were saying that you kicked her out and she went back to her mother's house. Not Mrs. Braxton, not Mrs. Singer with the sold out tour that JR also told me was flex. It was cap. It was she flexing. She don't have no soul. That shit between me and you was his exact words. The tour not sold out. He said you was messy. He said you went back to your mother's house. He told me a lot of things that he shouldn't tell a stranger. I just met this man less than a week. Love, if that's your man, as you say, then you need to check him. You need to really check him and check your situation and really see if you're sleeping with the enemy or not. I am not your problem. I don't know you. I wish I was drunk. I wish I was drunk right now. I wish I was drunk. Because, that. I'm about to post your shit, JR. I'm about to post your motherfucking shit, white boy. I tried to just let you eat my for the motherfucking slaves. For the slaves, bitch. This whole out here calling me a I did it for us. For us, bitch. I don't pink. You got me up. Now I'm about to post your shit.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
She should be supporting you.
Yes.
And then when he went after her, then she came out with a comment, of course. Yeah. But I haven't, between you and I ain't talked to Tamar. And
his favorite words, between you and I.
When I said I didn't want to be with her.
Oh.
She's been trying to get with me ever since.
Oh!
She's been trying to get with me every day since.
Kind of corny ass. Bitch, please. You know what I'm going to do to you, boy. Sit on your head.
We did.
Silly me. I should have just reported. I should have recorded his head in my ass. I should have recorded that. But I try to keep the moment personal.
Now, if that's not fucking wild enough, after that situation, a whole bunch of shit transpired. We had everybody kind of looking at Tay like, okay, girl, now's your time to go. He's also done a whole bunch of other messy shit. Tamar and Jesse Wu ended up falling out. That was a whole situation, and I did do a video on that. But come to find out, after all of that, Tamar then went and apologized to JR for the part that she played in the situation, and they ended up getting married. Now, we all know that Tamar does struggle from mental health. She has been very open and honest about that journey. And even after her sister passed away, it's been extremely harder for her. However, I don't think that her coming out with this statement had anything to do with her mental health, like JR tried to make it seem. So, we finna get into it, because if you know Tamar, and obviously none of us know her, but girl, I would like to meet you, so None of us actually really know Tamar, but if you follow her, you know her well enough to know that she was actually in a good space when she put out this video. She wasn't having like a manic episode. She wasn't panicking. It wasn't giving anxiety. Like, baby girl was pretty calm. She was just being herself. So she came out with a statement because her card got ran. And so when she went to see, you know, why is my card getting ran? Where is this from? What transaction is this? Because I didn't just run my card. She saw that it was from a hotel where he was actually staying. And so she was like, hold on, wait. You mean to tell me this man is running my shit? Meantime, in between time, they are friends. And let's talk about that, because I don't even understand why they both agreed to be friends. In my opinion, I feel like Tay still wants to work on the relationship. I feel like she really loves this man. I really feel like Tay is a lover girl. Like, in the relationships that we've seen, like with Vince, and then that one African man that I do not know the name of, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Okay. And then this guy, it just seems like Tay, when Tay loves, she loves very hard. I feel like Tay loves very hard. She doesn't want to see shit in. But, girl, this man doesn't give a fuck about you. And the fact that he even agreed to be your friend, knowing that you still want to be in this relationship because you have kind of like verbally stated that to him. And he has kind of, as you said, he has kind of made it seem like he wants to work things out, knowing that he fucking doesn't. Like, girl, it's too much. I just don't get it, and hopefully this is a wake-up call to you, because you don't need anybody in your life like this. You definitely do not need a man that's going to try to throw your mental health in your face, and one that's going to use that against you, because that's what he did in this situation. So Tamar goes on to the internet to tell this story.
Hey everybody, I know I said that I will not be speaking out anymore, but people be waiting for you to speak out so they can figure out what the hell they're going to say and how they're going to look, because everybody knows that that's what that person cares about. And I just want to be very clear on, nobody stopped the relationship with me. I stopped the relationship with them. I blocked that person. I blocked that person on social media. And I only called that person to find out about my credit card being used. Now, everybody knows that let's not play stupid, okay? I don't go to bookings.com. I don't even really kind of know, you know, what that is or what's that about, right? I use my physical card. If I do reservations, it's through, I have a touring company, so we have our own travel agency. And so I'll go through that, or I'll go through my American Express, right, where I physically use my card. So we're not going to pretend that, oh yeah, so I'm not going to pretend like, oh yeah, they got our credit cards mixed up, because I thought you were single 6 months ago. We weren't. So which one we doing? You know what I'm saying? I mean, just here's the thing for me about guys, when things come out about men, they always say, oh, the woman is delusional. Y'all know when I found out I was getting a divorce and my divorce is going to be final on our trip to Turks and Caicos? Didn't say that. That's when I found out at the bar. I got an email. It's not that serious. Me and your relationship status has changed. The way I see you have changed. You know what I'm saying? Just like you outside, baby, I'm outside too. Like, let's stop pretending like you is the last of the Mohicans. You are not. You know what I'm saying? It's just not like, oh, I'm addicted to the white meat. Like, it was fine for what I had, but okay. It ain't giving that. And I married you after you ate somebody, you know, which. So let's not talk about wow and what happened before then, okay? I'm not delusional. I am not crazy. I don't have to throw myself on a man. And yes, we have been estranged for 6 months, and everything was just final on Friday. And I said tramp because you the one who said that's not your woman. You're the one who said that you hitting them off, you hit the jump offs and they don't mean nothing to you, and you know it's you told me that. So if the defamation, that is you giving me the information. Hello?
And after she tells the story, JR then comes online with his side of the story.
You know, I initially was going to take the high road in this situation and not say anything. But the reality is I cannot keep getting attacked. My character can't keep getting attacked. I can't keep being thrown under the bus because someone can't control their anxiety and someone can't control these delusional thoughts about things that aren't real. I am in no way wanting to attack anybody. My purpose in my life has always been to protect. I haven't ran to social media every time something happened to me in that relationship. Because trust me, with all the receipts and all the things that have happened, I could have. But I've chose to do what a real man does, and that is protect the person that I've been with. In this situation, I'll be very clear. I've been single for the last 6 months. We have been trying to identify what that looks like, closing one chapter and figuring out what it's like to be friends again. I've been very specific about my boundaries. I've been very specific about where we stand as friends. Go date anybody you want. I'm going to date when I'm ready. I am emotionally unavailable to you, and I'm physically unavailable to you. Now, birthday comes up, plans are put in place. Of course, I want someone that I consider to be family to be involved in that, because if anybody knows her, she is big on birthdays. I don't lead people on. I'm very direct. Listen, if anything that you're doing or that you want to do comes with an agenda, I don't want to be involved in it at all. I don't want you to be involved in my birthday plans. I don't want you to come to Turks and Caicos. This is not a reconciliation time. Whatever you decide you're doing, it's because we're friends and because I'm still being involved in my son's life. I still would love for you to have a relationship with my children, but not to the extent that you make up these stories that aren't real. I went to New Orleans. I booked my room at Four Seasons on booking.com and didn't realize that the card I'm using, which also ends in the same 3 last numbers, was tied to something that we booked several months ago. No harm, no foul. We're talking $900. Stop it. While I'm in New Orleans for a funeral, my really good 25 plus year friend who passed away, I spent time with his family. I extended my stay because I needed time to reset. So I get a call yesterday. Hey, did you stay at Four Seasons? Yeah, I did. In fact, I extended. I gave them my card and everything's good. Why? What's up? Oh, well, I got a call about some chick who used my card at Four Seasons. I said, that's not possible. This is funny. Ha ha ha. What are you talking about? Well, I thought we can be friends. We can talk about it, but this is laughable. I didn't stay with anybody at the Four Seasons. I'm not seeing anybody. Wasn't on a date. None of that. If I was, you're my friend. What do I have to hide about that? I'll just say cooler heads didn't prevail. And next thing you know, I'm on her story and I'm being accused of things which are just blatantly not true. I have never led Tamar Braxton on. I never will, nor will I. There are people, hate the name drop, but hey, Carlos King, you got me involved in this. You're part of the reason why we became friends. But I've been very clear about my boundaries. I've been very clear about wanting to have a friendship, but not to the extent that, friends don't throw each other on their stories and call each other out on stuff. Like, look, if there was a mix up with the card because of booking.com, that's a quick fix. It's already taken care of. I've already contacted Four Seasons and they've already issued a refund and they charged my card. It's that simple. Where did this random woman come in that you called a tramp? Somebody I became friends with on Instagram like maybe 3 days ago. It's just a reach, and I'm tired of having to stay quiet and not defend myself. Mental health is real, and I understand how sometimes anxiety can get the best of us, but you just don't go on social media and start attacking somebody you say that you love, that you care for as a friend, and then you post pictures of you and my daughters together, but then you're throwing their dad under the bus. It's not cool, man. And the unfortunate reality is I thought that I could be friends and try to maintain some type of friendship, but that relationship is done. And I didn't want to come out and like 6 months ago and be like, hey, I'm single again, because then people are like, oh, you're sassy. What? This is the reason why I did it last time, because of this assumption that I'm leading somebody on and that I'm cheating. I have never cheated in my life. Find a woman that will tell you I cheated on her. I'm not successful because I cheat. When I'm committed, I'm completely committed. Now, I'm not going to go there. There's a lot more I could talk about. I'm not going to do it because this isn't about revenge. This is about saying, hey, wait a minute. This shouldn't have happened. Picking up the phone and talking calmly and saying, hey, Jay, I got charged on my card. You stayed at Four Seasons. Okay, cool. But then you had to find a random narrative to go with it. It's messed up, and the truth is now there's potential defamation behind it because I don't even know this person. Never met her in my life. Never even had a DM with her. Again, here I am defending myself because of all of these assumptions and all these internet bullies who don't have a clue, not one thing. They don't know nothing about me.
Now, I don't know about y'all, but bitch, I'm confused. I am so confused at his statement because I be looking at people thinking, really assuming that they are smarter than what they are. Nigga, you just didn't make no fucking sense. You sat up here and talked about her mental health. Literally sat here, bashed this girl about her mental health, saying that you couldn't be with her because of her anxiety. In this situation, Tay is literally fine. She's perfectly fine. In the video, she's perfectly fine. She's not going crazy. She's not crying. She's not pulling out her hair. Baby girl is just talking. She's just talking. So you sound dumb. And it's giving you never loved her. It's giving you wanted to use her name for clout, which is what you did. But my thing is, nobody fucks with you. We don't like you. At this point, it's giving your goal was to humiliate black women. I don't really know what your intentions are, sir, but it can't be pure. It can't be because you love her. It can't be because you care. Have you even publicly apologized for the shit that you've done? Because to come on here and publicly make her out to seem like she's a bad person. But here's the gag. Because y'all saw the videos. After you give this long ass introduction of you saying that it's her mental health, and she's crazy, and she's psycho. You then go on to say what she said was correct, and you did run her fucking card. You did. So how is she being crazy? Because you ran her card by accident. I'll never understand. I will never fucking understand. You did all of that just to come back and say, well, that did happen. Oh, but it was no problem though. I sent the money back, which in her video, she shows that he tried to send it back. He cashed out her or whatever. And am I tripping, or was that not the same total? Because the amount that was ran in her bank account was $1,000 and something, yet the money that he sent was $900. But then in his statement, he's like, well, it was no problem. We got the card switched over and canceled. What sense does that fucking make? So what's the fucking truth, JR? What's the fucking truth? And y'all tell me. Y'all fucking tell me. Am I tripping? The math don't be mathing. And somebody just tweeted or posted something about Aries women. And y'all know I'm an Aries girl. And they were like, Aries, I'm an Aries. Make it make sense before I get mad. And I'm like, yes, if this ain't me, because make it fucking make sense before I get mad. Hurry the fuck up, because the math is not mathing. Y'all tell me, when does a hotel ever take the money off of your card? Or let's say booking.com, because that's where he said, he made this payment. Booking.com, take the money off your card. It's already gone. It's already gone. And then you call them up and say, hey, I used the wrong card, even though it went through. Even though y'all have y'all money, I used the wrong card, and I need you to refund that card and take it off of this one. Because what sense does that make? So now I gotta wait 3 to 5 or 5 to 7 business days for me to get my refund back. When you could just send me the money? When you can just send me the money on? That shit don't make sense within itself. Then you go on to say that, well, I didn't know because it has the same last or the same 3 digits or whatever. I want to know if that's true or not, because I don't even think that's true. But even if that is the case, then you have to type in the name on the card. And let's say you didn't and it was already, pre-typed in. The name on the fucking card would be showing, dumbass. We're not stupid. Like, I feel like you did that to get under her skin. You knew what you were doing, just like you knew when you sat up here on the fucking internet and gave a whole 5-minute introduction as to how she's crazy, how she does this, that, and the third, and then slid it in there that, but I did use the card. And then went back to the whole crazy part of, she thought that I had a girl over, like, we're just friends at the end of the day, so it doesn't even matter, right? What do I have to hide? And now it's kind of giving defamation. Is it? Like, that's how far you're gonna go? Like, that's not even a case that you would win, sir. Like, she thought you were with somebody. The end. It's really not that deep. But you still swiped her fucking card. So how is that gonna go over in court? You literally swiped her fucking card. Like, I'm just not understanding. Like, it'd be the gaslighting for me. And then the people that, like, don't see it for what it is, that don't read it for what it is, like, now I'm looking at you like you're dumb. I think that we can all agree, including Tamar, please hear me when I say this. We are leaving JR in fucking 2024. We do not want to hear about this man. This man was not coming up on my timeline. I had never heard of this man. I don't know what he does. Clearly, that's what you want to be. You want to appeal to the black audience, but sorry, it's not giving that. And as for Tamar taking accountability for her mental health, baby, I just want to say I'm so fucking proud of you. I'm so proud of you for taking the steps forward that you need to take to be a better person for yourself, be a better person for your son, and just live out the rest of the life that you have to the fullest. Her just being transparent about that, I hope that it really motivates somebody else to push to go to therapy and see like what it is that's deep rooted inside of them that's making them act the way that they act, or making their body respond how their body responds to certain things. What are your triggers? Like, you know what I'm saying? Why isn't that you don't love yourself so much to pull yourself out of these situations? And I just hope and I pray that she continues to learn, she continues to grow so that she can have a healthy relationship, because we all know that this girl loves love. And I just love a moment when somebody's taking accountability for the part that they played. They're looking at themselves, they're reflecting and saying, maybe I should have made this decision. But I hope that you see now and you love yourself just a little bit more to see that that man is not healthy for you. And there shouldn't be no amount of white meat that can make you go crazy. So that's all I have for this video. That is my commentary on how I feel about this situation. JR, you're a clown. I said this 7 months ago and I'll say it again. You're a clown. We don't like you. That's just that on that. Tamar, we love you. We're rooting for you. And that's just that on that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you feel like Tay is crazy for going and marrying this man? Yeah, because I don't know why the hell she did that shit. Did anybody try to stop her? I mean, shit, I guess it's not their motherfucking responsibility. But hell! Fuck, why the... Do you feel like Tay is crazy for marrying this man? How the hell do you feel about this situation? Like I said, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to your girl, because it's always good vibes over here. And until next time, I'll see you in my next video. Love you. Bye.